Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I'm going to talk about what's the origin of domestic abuse. Before that, subscribe the channel, leave your comments, like and share the video, okay? So, what is the origin of domestic abuse? Why domestic abuse happens? Why? Why? Well, I'm talking about this because some days ago, I don't remember when, but some days ago in Portugal happened, well, tragedies. Why? Because a man killed a woman and a woman killed a man. I'm talking about two different episodes, okay? Two different episodes of domestic abuse. And well, the news were talking about them. Well, we're talking about lives, okay? Lives. Life is very important. Why the domestic abuse happens? Why? Well, I can tell you. It's all in the mind of the person, in the mind of a man or in the mind of a woman. Okay? The problem is in the mind of the man and the problem is in the mind of a woman. Okay? Because some difficulties in the relationship. Okay? So we are talking about relationships because at least two people, so a man and a woman, okay, of course, I'm talking about people that live in the same house, okay, people living in the same house, that's what I'm talking about. Of course, it can be a son, a daughter, grandfather, mother, uncle, aunt, or cousins, whatever, okay? Or friends in the same house. Well, it can be a lot of people, okay? But in this case, I'm going to talk about more relationships between a man and a woman, okay? And in this case, difficulties in relationships. Because something happens, an episode of domestic abuse happens. Well, because there are problems, okay? Let's talk about reality. Problems, okay? There are problems. And they have some difficulties in finding solutions to their problems. That's the case. Well, and the importance of a relationship, sometimes people don't get it, the importance of a relationship, okay? We're talking about people, human beings, okay? We're talking about human beings. There are some people, okay, in their mind, they think that the woman is property of the man, or the man is property of the woman. I can tell you, this is not true. This is not true. The man is not property of the woman, and the woman is not property of the man. And that's the bottom line. Okay? Because properties, well, I can have a property in some city, okay? It's registered, so hey, it's mine, okay? It's my property, okay? But property is an object. A man and a woman, they are people, human beings, not things. Okay? Not things. Woman is not a thing, and the man is not a thing. is very important. So, if a person thinks like that, if a person thinks that a woman or a man thinks that the woman is his property, well, he's treating the woman as an object, a thing. And if the woman thinks that her man is her property, she is treating the man as a thing. That's wrong, that's an illusion. But the point is that that kind of thought can cause problems, can cause domestic abuse, and can cause homicide. And the problem, the origin of domestic abuse is in the mind, in the way the person thinks, in the mind. So, solutions. A man must treat a woman, as a human being. And the woman must treat the man as a human being. Because that's what it is. That's the reality. That's what it is. Human beings, not things, human beings. So, this is the first thought. First thought, as far as relationships is concerned, okay? Difficulties in relationships, it's very common, okay? What? Because we're talking about two people, okay? Two people with, of course, each person has his own life, his own history, okay? And it's very normal to have difficulties in relationships, because I think everybody had some difficulties in relationships. It's normal. But if we have problems, difficulties is our problem. So problems, we must find solutions. Okay? What are the solutions? Dialogue. Speak about what's wrong, or what the person doesn't like, or, well, some things that are going on that are not good. Dialogue. Conversation. Dialogue. Very important. Comprehension. Understanding what's going on. There are good times and there are bad times. I repeat, there are good times, there are bad times. And we must live that with the good times, bad times. Happens. It's life. So, we must understand that maybe some moments it's better to do things, or some moments we shouldn't do some things, you know? Understanding, comprehension, very important. Empathy. I talked about empathy before, and I will talk again about it. So, empathy. Empathy is very connected to comprehension, understanding, okay? Because sometimes the person can be exhausted because, well, all the things going on, well, it's exhausting. So we must understand that, okay, and act with that understanding. There are people that are always demanding things. But They cannot understand why. Because they don't have empathy. Maybe it's not the proper moment, the right moment to demand so much. Okay? Maybe it's not the right moment. How you can understand that it's not the right moment to demand things? Empathy, understanding, empathy. That's the key. This is very important. And always try to get better. We are people and we have good things and we have bad things. Well, if you are a person that says, no, 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 I just have good things, I think you have a problem. Because nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect and nobody is perfect. We have bad things. What can we do? First of all, acknowledge that we have bad things. Okay? Some people can be proud, lazy, or always irate, or aggressive, or well, a lot of things. Okay? So it's very important to acknowledge the bad things, and in a daily basis, try to get better every single day. Try to get better, try to improve. We are not perfect. We must say that. Well, what can we do? What can we do? Try to get better. Well, if you cannot get better the next day, well, you will try another day. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just do it. Try again and again, and you will reach your goal. Your goal is get better, to improve yourself. It doesn't matter if you are very, 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 very bad. The important thing is try to get better. Okay? Get better every single day. Maybe you won't succeed. Maybe you won't succeed, but you will try again. And you will get better. And why get better is important? Because if you are well, you can help the other person to solve problems and get better too. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because if you only think bad things and you don't acknowledge, if you don't acknowledge that, well, you made a mistake or you are creating more problems. And that's a very bad thing to a relationship, okay? Because in a relationship, you have two people. Sometimes I hear some people say, yeah, it's the guilt, the man is guilty. The man is guilty. No. The woman is guilty. The relationship failed because the woman is guilty. The relationship failed because the man was guilty. Well, I can tell you, this is not a good thought. This is a bad thought. Okay? What I said, okay, moments ago, is a bad thought. And we must have good thoughts. So, a relationship, two people at least, two people, okay? Two people at least. A relationship, we must have two people, okay? And I can tell you, they are both guilty. If you are trying to put guilt on someone, well, you can put the guilt on both of them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the man is guilty, if the woman is guilty, if they are both guilty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, we must prevent this kind of tragedies. Okay, we must avoid, because we are talking about lives, we are talking about human beings, but we must avoid these kind of things, you know. That's why it's very important to think in a real way, okay? People, not objects, not things. People, human beings, think about this. Man is a person. A woman is a person. Okay? That's it. In a relationship, have dialogue, conversation, dialogue, understanding, comprehension, empathy. Very important. Problems, try to find solutions. Okay? Don't think too much. Just go find solutions. If you don't have the solution, try to find someone that can help you. And that's it. That's it. So, conclusion. What's the origin of domestic abuse? Why the domestic abuse happens? Well, because it's all in the mind of the person, the thoughts, and of course the behavior that happens as a consequence. Okay? And what can we do? Well, dialogue, conversation, understanding, empathy, and try to get better. Recognize, acknowledge that we have bad things, we have good things, of course, but we have bad things. What can we do with the bad things? We can improve, we can get better, improve every single day, daily basis. Try to get better. If you fail, try again. That's it. Try to find solutions. Well, that's it. This is all for today, and see you next